gentlemen, welcome everybody to another edition to Down South Shooting. We are coming to you in my backyard. Yes, I know, no big time lights, no big time production, just two old grizzled vets just talking about pro wrestling.
High tech.
And we're sitting here with Chief Jay Eagle. He had a hell of a weekend. Why don't you tell us about it, man?
Oh, golly, I got ready to go there and went by to pick my partner up, Dusty Money, and I was ready to go.
Right.
I couldn't find him. He went out to smoke a cigarette or something. I don't know what he was smoking, but thing about it, I got ready to go.
Wasn't a left-handed cigarette, right?
I didn't see what can he had there.
Not
but I looked, and there he was up on the water tower, the Bowling Springs water tower.
What was he doing
I don't know. That's what I was trying to find out.
Huh.
I walked around
to be
it.
continued, Dusty Money. Inquiring minds.
I walked around it. I was going
to
climb the steps and say, "What you doing up here?" And I couldn't find the steps, so.
To hell with it, right?
Well, I asked him how he got up there, and he said he flew up there, and I know he was talking trash.
Oh, okay.
I know, because
okay.
I had to fly up there and get him down, so I know he was talking
trash. You
trash.
have to wrangle old Dusty Money
sir.
In every now and then.
That's right,
you know
that's
I mean?
right. He's all right.
He's got a lasso permanently attached to his ass.
You
Come
know,
here, boy.
You know he's went country?
I've seen that.
Oh, you know, he's smoking backer and chewing backer and... Oh, he still got them pretty babies and that pretty wife.
Yeah,
But old Dusty Money, he's all right when he's asleep.
When he's asleep.
When he's asleep. All right, let's go. Talking about Saturday.
Yeah,
we
tell
hit
us
the
about
highway.
Your weekend there.
We hit the highway.
Right.
And me and Money, and not Cash Money, but Dusty
He did come
Money.
off the water tower eventually.
Oh yeah, I had to fly up and get him down. Told you I did.
Okay.
He lied and said he flew up there.
Okay.
But anyway, got him on the road, and I got the Grand Boys. They went with us just for, it's always good to have protection around. Man don't know what he might get into. So I take the Grand Boys with me and carried them down to Augusta and got us one of them high-dollar motel rooms paid for. And enjoyed that. We was going to jump in the pool, but I didn't know it was an indoor pool. So Chief said, homie, don't play that. I ain't getting to know how you going to get sunshine on the indoor pool.
Well, really, you don't need sunshine. You know, I mean, if you're
hot,
I mean, an indoor pool, I mean, it's awesome. I'd rather be in an indoor than an outdoor.
Well, you know,
it's like a big jacuzzi.
Yeah, I guess that's what it more was like.
So dang, you had a match with Johnny Swinger this past weekend. Tell us about that, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Did you wrestle anywhere else?
No, not this weekend. Okay. It just went there, and Swinger is the Bad Boys of Wrestling.
Bad Boys of Wrestling.
TV champion. Well, he was till the Chief got there. But, you know, I swung him this way and I swung him that way, and then he was slick because he had oiled that body up, showing it off to the girls.
Big disadvantage for you, right?
I grabbed him and he slapped through my head. I said, "Come here, boy." And then somewhere or another, we crashed into each other. I got the 1, 2, 3.
Well, as long as you came out on top, that's all that matters, right?
Oh, yeah. You know, I noticed my bag was heavier when I left Augusta, Georgia, but wait a minute. I didn't tell you about the princesses I met down there.
You didn't.
Let me tell you. Oh, I'm gonna tell you. I think
wasn't the first show titled what was it? Wrestling and Hoes or something?
Oh, you talking about you taking care of the wrestling part?
Yeah, and you taking care of the hoe part.
No,
yeah.
I don't know about no hoes. I'm talking about rats.
Rats and wrestling.
There you go.
It was wrestling and rats or something.
But
like
no, right now I'm not talking about rats. I'm talking about some lady wrestlers that, you know.
A real woman.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Chief Senior's little Indian girl looking for a man. I'm hoping she was looking for me, but I ain't asked her that yet because I seen her checking me out.
Wow.
So,
well, that's a good thing.
You know,
I'm
gonna talk.
You probably having to beat them off with a stick now, ain't you?
No, I'm talking
that
about
chiseled physique and that damn boyish
You
good
know
looks.
what? Let me tell you about these dummies putting on my Facebook that
ads. All you can do is delete them.
Ads.
What I do.
Look, Do I look like I need a diet ad?
Not at all,
I'm the
man.
perfect weight for the ladies around here. That's right.
Right.
That's right. So, don't be putting your stupid diet ads on my page. You know.
And what I do when they do that to me is I'll give them one chance and I'll remove it. If they do it again, I'll block them and just be
Oh,
done
I
with it.
remember what you used to do, the real heavy women.
You must be talking about Dusty Money
No,
there.
I'm talking about
No,
you.
you getting me confused.
Yeah, no, you tell them to go home in the morning. I know what you done with them.
Yeah. Chief J. Eagle fell and bumped his head against Johnny Swinger this past weekend, and it's
Two,
okay.
3 times.
So, man, what else you got going on, man?
Man, I don't even know. I done got now. I have to look at the calendar to tell you who's running. I don't even keep up with it.
I've been laying low, man. I've been spending a lot of family time, man. Which, I'll be, back out there wrestling here in no time. But, yeah, I took some time off just to hang out with the family.
Okay, you want to hear about the rat?
Let's hear it.
All right.
I know that's what a lot of you people came here to see, hoping to see us dropping bombs, but I don't know what to tell y'all.
I ain't calling no names.
We ain't calling no names. We just keeping everything fun, like light and fun. Talk about wrestling, and even gonna talk about some hoes too.
No, I just want to tell you about a show I went to one time.
Okay.
And
Let's hear it.
before the wrestling show, during the day, it's the Capitol City here in the Carolinas.
Right.
Anyway, before the show, they was having a Miss Handicap beauty contest. Now, I'm serious. I'm talking about some of the most beautiful ladies you ever seen in your life. But they was most of them in wheelchairs or but anyway, yeah, I didn't know. They had their show before we had wrestling, so they was still there when the show was going over.
Right.
So what happened to my buddy here? I'm going to tell you what happened to him.
All right. Tell us what happened.
He seen one of them gawking at him. And so he went over and ended up talking to her. And I mean, she was beautiful. I always told him I'd probably kiss her in the mouth. But anyway, she's already got a room. He thinks, oh Lord, he's gonna go stay with her. So
Right.
we carried her to the room. She's on the 3rd floor. The woman weighs about probably 240.
Right.
And she's on the 3rd floor. And they have no elevator. He had to put her on his shoulders and carry her up the steps because he couldn't carry her like a lady. He had to put her on
Like a sack, I
I'm
guess. Had her like a
telling you,
sweater,
like
maybe.
a
Just throw her
tater's
over your
what I
damn
know.
shoulder and go
she had her
with her.
taters with her too, by the way. Cause
Seems like you told me this story when I was probably like 15 and we were up on top of the roof roofing.
He was bad about, he was a mechanic when he was a kid, and he always wanted to check his lady's oil.
Right.
And I always wished him well, and I told him that stuff was slippery, be careful.
Right.
Just like Johnny Swinger. I grabbed him there at the end, I was going to roll him back and make Johnny Weaver proud of me.
Yeah.
Zerp!
I never
Where'd he
liked
go?
the
He
baby
didn't.
oil at all, man. It's real slippery. I never tried to wear
Well,
it or
the
anything.
thing
and I hated
that really
anybody
made it
that wore
bad was it was hot and sweaty.
Oh,
Not
that
in-
hot stuff
The
was the
building
worst.
was air conditioned, but the dressing rooms wasn't.
Right.
So the time you went out there, you was sweating.
Let's shift on over to a Macho Man, Randy Savage. Give us the best Macho Man story you can possibly come up with.
Well, the one that I still remember, well, 2 things. But one of them, talking about the one-man gang, I had went up and wrestled for Randy and his daddy, and I told him, I said, I got a kid at home. At the time, George was like 18, and I said,
He was from down here in Spartanburg, right?
yeah, he was the Una Mayfair area down there. But
Right.
anyway, he, I was just having a Biden moment.
Oh, that's okay, man. It's been going around. we were talking about a cool Macho Man story.
Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you. I told Randy Savage. I said, I got a kid at home. He's 6'8". He can do a drop kick. He weighs about 450. And the funniest thing Randy ever said to me was, I bet this spark stinks. And I said, yeah, I'm sure they do, but I hadn't run into that. So.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
But yeah.
What y'all don't know is all these stories he's telling y'all. You know, when I was in high school, I used to root for this guy on up till I was probably, 22, 23. Probably longer than that.
I didn't know you was that old now.
But dang, I used to hear all these stories when we'd be working or whatnot. So like I get to hear him again like that. Like that woman he was talking about earlier. He was talking about it was his friend. It wasn't his friend.
Hey.
Yeah, he don't remember telling me that though. Well, that's okay. Let's go back to Macho Man Randy Savage. I want to know what their payoffs were like. I mean, what would they pay you
now,
per match?
This was back, I was there like 82 and 83 and maybe somewhere right in there.
Right.
And the payoffs for somebody that wasn't, see, the group was owned by like 6 wrestlers. They owned the group. Right. So I'm sure they had to dip into their stuff, but if you went and just wrestled whoever and just showed up at the show, it was like $50, $75 payoff.
Oh, that ain't bad considering that was 82, 83.
Well, what we done, there's like 4 of us travel together. We'd eat together. We'd pay for a room for one, and we'd all pull mattresses off the bed, or some of them sleep in the car. I mean, anything we could do to save money.
Save money.
You know?
I heard him and his daddy and his brother were like really frugal.
Well,
damn, listen to them dogs. Those are my 8 dachshunds who live in the house with me.
I thought
they don't like it. They don't like it when they can hear my voice
Mexicans.
and I ain't in there.
Huh? I thought you said Mexicans was living in your house.
No, man, dachshunds.
Oh,
yeah, I'm a dachshund kind of guy. If y'all don't know, me and my family, we started out with 2 dachshunds.
You know the thing about dachshunds.
Let's get back to the damn.
Is short legs. The dachshund. I don't know about it. It ain't these legs. So.
No,
okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
So anything else on the Macho? Anything that stood out about going up there? What was the town and city again?
Lexington,
Kentucky.
That was the home base, but we worked in Tennessee and Indiana, Illinois, all around there, you know.
Right.
Boy, I tell you what's amazing. Work on one end of Tennessee one day and go to the other end of Johnson City the next day. That's an all-day ride.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah. So the shows wasn't laid out where they was in order. You might be over here and then back over there and then back over here. You just had to go what your booking sheet said.
Right.
They gave you a sheet of paper every week that had a list of the towns and what guys was on it. And
so did you know who you were going to work before you got there?
Sometimes.
I bet you always had talent you're working with.
Well, I got to work with everybody. That's what I done. I loved it. Like Rip Rogers and Rick Starr, Gary Royal, Pez Watley. I love Pez Watley. I mean, we had a lot of Ernie Ladd, the guys that's my hero.
Did you get to do anything with old Ernie Ladd?
Nothing but me and Rick Starr and One Man Gang followed him and Pez Watley to a show. Pez Watley drove a Volkswagen with a sunroof in it. And when you drove down the road behind them, you couldn't see Pez, but you could see Ernie Ladd's head sticking above the car.
Well, I think he was like 6'11" or something like that. I could totally see something like that.
He's a great guy. I think he's the best interview in the business as far as I'm concerned. And I've heard more junk than.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is your first, or what, this is our 3rd episode?
Yeah.
That's our 3rd episode, and we just stopped by to shoot the shit. Next week, we'll be coming back at you with another episode. I'm going to go in here and get my dogs, and then we're going to record another episode, a bonus episode for all of you out there. Stay tuned, because it ain't got good at all yet. What he said.